Okay, part two of the Bender modeling. I've decided we're just going to do part one and part two modeling and shading it and detailing Bender, and then we'll do a separate series on rigging, bendy bones, and all sorts of stuff and animation. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so first things first is that if you guys select an object and you press forward slash, you isolate that object. Basically, you hide everything real quick, and then you click on forward slash again, and uh, everything comes back. Okay, so let's do the head first right here. So I'm going to do forward slash so that we isolate that. We need to add a modifier to this called solidify. Okay, and we really need to make sure it doesn't go too crazy because that part right there is way too narrow. If it's not working, we're going to cut that and make that a separate piece. Okay. So right here at this point, we can leave a mirror. So we're going to do solidify right there. And by default, it gives you a few value, 0.01. I'm going to apply even thickness right here. So it what the name implies, even thickness. And then we will give it some thickness. All right. So let's see here. zero point 0.8 is zero point 0.8. Anything weird that happened here at the top? Let me just kind of scrub this. Yeah, as you can see right there, it starts to kind of implode. All right, so zero point 0.8 might, 0.08, sorry, might actually be good. All right, so as you can see, it created all this. Okay, so that's good. And maybe too much, zero point 0.7. Let's look at the eyeball. Does it look good? Okay, let's think about this real quick for a sec. Um, if I scale it a little bit, because I want to see side of them out there, then I'm going to scale it up. Okay, I do want to see where thickness might be. I do like this angle right here, so maybe we can do some modeling here and then just kind of uh, yeah, so that if we need to do some exaggeration on the mount, we could still we could easily do it. All right, so what I'll do is just gonna cover the teeth there a little bit, and if we ever need to, let's say, exaggerate the mouth a little bit, we have that option. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so 0.07 it is, if you're getting different values and it's not as thick or thin as this one, then go with that. Okay, so let's leave the eyes. They're good reference right there. And what I'll do is select this one, and then once I click apply here on solidify in object mode, that becomes permanent. So that means I can't change the solidify anymore. I'm going to have to kind of do undo, plenty of undos. If not, let's say this is you already closed Blender and you ran out of undos, you can just select all the outer and then delete the inside. Plenty of ways to kind of do it. All right, right here, let's now start shading. Okay, but let's make Blender look smooth. So while in object mode, right click and shade smooth. Here we go. The problem with that is it's trying to smooth out all the connections and whatnot other than that one. So we're going to have to turn on normal's auto smooth. So while in object mode, go to the object property, data property, go to normal, expand that, click auto smooth. We're on 30 right now, and looks like it's kind of working, except there's a few weird stuff right here, like that one right there, and some stuff going on in here, which is fine, right? So we'll try and fix those, but let's figure out what we need to do first. Let's see here. All right, so let's kind of smooth this out here. Okay, let's bevel. So I'm in object mode. I'm going to go apply all transform here. Zero out all the values. That means I want to make sure that I get 45 degrees when I bevel my edge. Okay, so let's go for this outer rim first. So I'm in edge mode. Alt click one of the lines, shift alt click the other one, so it's selected both kind of right here. Okay, and then we're going to right click and bevel and drag that. Then we have previous value with bevel, so we got 2 segments. Maybe we can get away with 3 segments. Let's see if that's kind of smooth looking enough. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, so I kind of gave it like that. Click and do. Bevel again. Maybe 4 segments. Alright, that kind of gives it a nice kind of bevel. Okay, let's add one here. Excuse me. For kind of looks like it has kind of sort of like a welded area where it's not too kind of sharp. So bevel, maybe a little bit like so. Alright, so it gave it kind of like a nice connection. This thing is kind of freaking me out, so let me increase 30 degrees until that kind of goes away. There we go. Around 40 degrees, it went away. Looks really clean here. Let's do the same thing for the mouth area. Keep in mind, this is still mirrored, so you're seeing that cut here in the center. So that'll go away later on. Okay, right there. We're not going to add one there yet. So let's just bevel this. Okay, I forgot the value that I used for the eye. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. And it has like 4 segments in there. Let's take a look here. This will kind of ruin the topology, but I'm going to select it going all the way over there. Let's see here if I add bevel edge. Alright. It's no longer a quad, but then again, can we get away with that with Bender? Since he's rigid body in a way. We'll see. Worst case, yeah, you can always cut and put it back. It does have a nice kind of softer right there, and we're going for relatively low poly here. Okay, right there, the eye, shade smooth, excellent. And for the eye right here, let's isolate that, get to the front. I think he's got a square pupil. I'm not sure, but let's. How big are they? Let me just do a quick kind of researching live streaming right there. So Bender, Futurama, tiny dot, square. Okay, so they're square, and we probably want to kind of grab that for color later. Okay, the screenshot. Okay, so it's fairly small. Let me do it on this one. So I'm gonna go number 1 right here. I'm gonna select those 5 points at the top. Okay, and then I'm gonna do SZ0, so they go flatten. Select the 5. Oh, let me turn off my gizmo. Don't need it right now. 5 right here. SZ0, so I got straight lines there. Now 5 here. SX0. All right, there you go. So SX0, and we now have a square pupil. Okay, so for that one, probably press I inset like so, then E. All right, weird looking one because it's all flat. Um, I don't know how it goes. It's cartoony to Blender. Control plus. All right, so let's add a shader to this. I'm gonna go to the shader tab, click new. By default, you get one. We do want this kind of glossy. It's an eyeball. Okay, and we add another material, new. Make this one black. Give it also shininess. That selection is still selected right there. We go click here, click assign. We go to our material preview. All right, there they are. Okay, so I do have that screenshot. Whoa, that thing is massive. Okay, we just need it for color. Let me put X right here. Let's set up the shading of Blender. Okay, let's get one right here. For sure, metallic. Okay, we're 3D. Base color, I drop that part. Okay, and then for the visor right here. Oh, there we go. Selected that, then Control plus. Actually, this is more important right here, so we go maybe between the bevel. Okay, and then the rest I can add later. So for this one, we need a new material. We're just gonna get the same one from that, exactly the same. So all the material properties are already there, but we're gonna make it unique by clicking this add new material. Otherwise the color will change and you'll never be able to change a different shade. Select base color. I drop the wait. So the visor and that one is the same. I don't know if it's just shading with the animation, but I'm gonna be following this. I do like the color scheme on this one. That one right there. Okay. And then we're gonna assign the selection. Alright, so it's a little bit lighter. It has a greenish kind of tint. And I'm going to be selecting the rest right here. We'll actually select the inside. And I'm going to alt click all this till I made sure that all the material that's supposed to be there are assigned to it. Alright, okay. So it does have that different color right there. And his eyes and teeth are kind of off-white. So here, before we create kind of division for those, let's see, why the heck not? How many? Let's go. Two, center and then two, okay? So that center one, and then that one, and that one maybe. And it's got maybe those two. All right. Okay, so let's let's lower the segments. All right, didn't do the middle one. I'm just gonna let's try and do this one. So we can't bevel this because it's kind of flat right here. So we'll do Control R. Okay, so we'll grab that line, this line, vertical, vertical. All of those will do a um, hmm. We can scale those. Let's see how it works. All right, that kind of worked. Kind of went. I'm gonna click plus right there. Okay, and let's just kind of get the coloring from the eye. So the black, well, the white first. Then we'll add the black and assign it. All right. Shade smooth. Let's see here. Auto smooth. It looks very faceted. Ah, that's just the reflection. Okay. All right. So that one's done. Looks like Bender. Now let's deal with this one here. Let's see. Forward slash. And we need the cover as well. If we do want those corners right there, do we need to? Probably not, because even in the drawing, oh no, it does have beveled corners. So we might have to join this again and then kind of do that. Let's see first here. Okay, I'm going to put solidify on this door. And we need to make sure it's the same as the other one. I'm guessing, okay, 0.4, maybe 0.5, okay. So let's just do a test. So what if I apply this now and then go here, all this corner, and then bevel. All right, so a bevel is, let's say 0.1, and we have, no, not 0.1, 5 segments, okay? So hopefully I remember that one, 0.1 and 5. Now we bring back the body. We add solidify, set 0.4, 0.5, 0.5 I think. And then let's say I apply this. You can only apply in object mode, remember that one. Alright, so select those edges. Bevel. Set 0.1. Alright, let's bring back the cover. Alright, perfect match. Alright, so we're going to select this one right here. And let's select all the faces here. We do need to give it as if it had a gap. Alright, so we're going to go here and we're going to push this back a little bit, just a bit. Alright, so there's kind of like a tiny gap right there. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'm going to press I, inset polygon, so it gave it like a little margin all over. You see it? Hope you can see it. Not much on the side though. Let's cheat a bit. So let's do scale it on the side. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't get too hokey looking. Alright. I just kind of eyeball that. Okay. Alright. Now will work. And then here we simply do extrude. And then bring that kind of forward. So the door kind of have like a separation, but it's still kind of sealed. Okay. So if we take a look, this is what it looks like. It had that kind of barrier. Like if you would put a gasket, that's the one you will see there. Okay. Alright, so now time to smooth this out. Okay, that kind of failed miserably right there, so let's add our auto smooth. Okay, did that work? That worked at 30 degrees right there, no issue. Let's bring out the body. Shade smooth, auto smooth. That's giving a little bit of artifact right here, and it's acceptable because we do went a little wide right there. I could fix that topology to maybe add a ring right here, connect it to that point, add another ring, control R right here, like make it go in there. But for now, I think uh, it would work. Okay. So for this one here, let's give this one, um, let's just get rid of this ring right here. Dissolve that edge, select this one, bevel this instead. All right. Okay, that gives it that. It's kind of prominent though, so it looks like it has a maybe click undo on that one. Maybe just lessen it a bit. The segments, I mean. Okay, right there, and then let's add a control R. You can't do that anymore. Right here, so let's just select this, and let's select the whole thing right here. This is the front, so I'm going to do is actually this one right here. Scale this a little bit, so I'm going to press S, so it goes out a little bit like so, and then move it down. Alright, so it gives it that kind of separation look right there. Okay, maybe even select that inner ring and scale that just by a hair. I don't want it too much because I don't want to lose the angle. Alright, maybe that will work right there, and then let's try and select this ring. Let's try and bevel that. Maybe just 2 segments, just so that it doesn't look too sharp. Okay. Alright, so that one's done. Let's go to our shading right here, and we got that one and those 2 different colors. Should have named them, but oh well. So top one right here is let's just go edge mode. I mean polygon mode. Press A to select everything, and we're going to apply that one. I just want to make sure that's the one that's applied to everything. Then after that, we will say Control plus up to there. I would say it'll be the other material for that. Okay, and yeah, let's just kind of. This is, by the way, the white part. It's not white. It's like off-white, a little yellowish. Well, why don't we just do this properly by eyedropping. There we go. There's that off-white. Okay, and this one is the same color as the body. It's the top one. Okay. Oh, we need that doorknob. Shade smooth. Wait. So this thing has different color also. Okay, let's yeah, it's the same color. It'll be this one here. And I'm guessing that one is, man, I should have had a photo with that one. Well, for now, let's give it a the body. Okay. No, the other one. That one, dark. And for now, we're gonna steal that. Uh, Shift D. It's basically the doorknob. Scale it. Go to the side and bring that out. And if I have to guess, this one is just not real sure because on the drawing it's just kind of. So I'll just rotate it for now. If it does have a doorknob, we'll get to that part. Okay, I'm gonna like click undo. I don't like the. It needs to be rotated over here so that we have a. If we need a shaft for the doorknob, okay. So basically this is R90. Okay, while we're at it, uh, let's go here and select that. Let me increase the selection. Okay, and then we're going to flatten this thing. That would be RY0. Okay, and then we can just delete the faces. Select the whole thing, press F, and then we'll do kind of like that. And then, all right. So if we need to ever SY, too much. SY, gotta move my cursor away. Maybe like that. Okay, and then we stick it in there, rotate it. All right. Okay, let's go to the top and then just kind of get the angle of the door. Let's go to the side. Let me go to the top and just kind of pull this out a little bit. All right, right there. Okay, and let's go here. Let's go to our preview. Shade smooth, shade smooth, shade smooth. Okay, so for this one, same color as the head. Okay, so whatever color we're using for the head. So this is the same as the that's the body. Okay, body right there. This one, the hand is the head color. The hands and fingers are that one. So here, let's see, is this happening? There you go, auto smooth, perfect. That's the other color, the lighter one. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. Assign that, add another one, get the body color. Control I, invert the selection, and apply a new one. And voila, there it is. Oh, we missed one right here. So okay, that's all the darker one. All right, got it. And then each finger is the lighter one. And got to turn on auto smooth. Should have done that before we duplicated them. So I'm gonna do that now while we're here. Okay. Shader, lighter, lighter one. Oh no, dark, dark. Yep. And what about the feet? It's also dark. Okay. All right. And we don't need to see that new empty for now. Okay, and I think we have our 3D bender ready. Just not sure about the top color right there. Just change that as you see fit. Yeah, Yeah, let's reserve the pivot point, how to open that when we rigged it with the animation. But that will do for now. Let's take a look at Bender in 3D.